Alright, guys. Jordan Frank with another video. Or, don't listen to that first part. I'm probably gonna cut it out. Another video. Just saw something interesting on Facebook. We're gonna go ahead and try to debunk it. Here we go.
The world decided to open his own online casino where everyone wins. In one of his videos, he showed us his safe, which stores funds for all players of his own online casino. And in an interview with another famous blogger, Mr. Beast told about his motives.
I installed an app from Mr. Beast on my phone. The thing is, I didn't put more than $50 into it. I lost count of how many times.
First off, it won't let me pause it. But first off, I can tell already the lips, it's not matching up with what they're saying. So I think it was AI, whatever you want to call it. The video is I don't know what the hell is happening, but the video to me looks fake. It looks like a fake scam video. Just 100%, like not even the words that they actually spoke. Those people that are talking, whatever, YouTubers, whatever, they never said those words. AI generated voice, whatever. Looks fake as shit. And it's pretty crazy how they got Mr. Beast on it and everything. And they're trying to say that if you play it, it'll give you free money. So like you'll win more than you lose, which sounds crazy. And I'm not actually going to download it to verify that. You can if you want to. I don't need to. But I've been seeing a lot of these videos come up lately. And it's just weird because I saw another one with Donald Trump saying some weird shit, promoting these weird action figures that I know he would never promote. And then another one with Joe Rogan promoting some weird stuff too. And it's like, legally, they shouldn't be allowed to do this. So like, what is really going on with their phones and with this technology? For me, it just looks like, in my opinion, purely evil, purely satanic. And when I say satanic, I just mean, just imagine an evil deity. Don't imagine like the new generation of Satanism, as in like you can believe in world peace and still be a Satanist. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about literal Satan, literal source of evil, demon, devil, whatever you want to call it. Just an evil spirit. Okay, if we can agree on that. It seems like there's just evilness inside of this phone, just trying to come out, because that shouldn't be legal in any means. Like these videos.
Times I won money there. 1 hour after installing it, I earned $4,000. And here's the interesting thing: I almost never lost. What's the point? Why?
Like zoom in on his lips. Those aren't his lips. It's not real. It's not really. It's not. All that was fake. All that was faked. So how are they even legally allowed to do this? And if you want to debunk me debunking this video and say that, oh, it was real, and if you want to look into it further, go ahead, go in the comments, go crazy, post the links. That way other people can click on these links and realize that I was a fraud. I will admit my fuck up, but I 100% am sure that this is not the case. And, you know, I'm not gonna look it up because I already know if I do, I'm not gonna find anything. And I know if you did too. If you want to waste your time, go ahead. You're not gonna find anything on like the authenticity of this video. All you can really do to check it out is to download the app, which I would say don't.
Point? Why create a game like this?
It's already become a problem. No one believes that such a game exists. But in the past, people didn't believe it when I gave them a bag with $10,000. I just show everyone this game on my phone and say, look, it's true. I just invented a new way to give away money.
Thank you very much, Mr. Beast. I'll try your game.
I mean, if you literally slow the video down, literally look at their lips, you can see it fake moving. Like I'm not an idiot, so I don't need to actually like research certain things. You just know, like you don't need to look into a dictionary and go on the internet and search how was the world created. You kind of just know something created the world. Like you don't it's kind of obvious. If you're an atheist, you don't believe in anything. Even you being an atheist, not saying an idiot or anything, unspiritual, spiritually dead, whatever, you know something created you. You know something created the beginning of creation. You know that. You know that. Whether you want to admit it was God or whatever you want to call it, that's irrelevant. But you know there was a creator. Physical, real, conscious, whatever. It doesn't matter. You know there was a creator that created everything. There had to have been, otherwise everything wouldn't exist in the first place. Getting off topic, but clearly something created this video. And clearly something allowed this video to be on Facebook. Why would this video be allowed to be on Facebook if it's so clearly fake, so clearly used to get people to spend money, because you spend real money in this app, and it's saying that you win more oftentimes than you lose. Why would this even be like legally allowed to be on the internet? Like, we're in a really dangerous, weird time right now. This is scary stuff. If you're looking at this should be scary to you if you're a conscious person, because you would know that legally anyone can fight this in court. I could, but you know why I can't? Cash flow. I have no money, court fees and all that. If I really wanted to, hell yeah, I could sue them. But even if I did sue them, like what can I sue them for? Besides like a small settlement, maybe $20,000, maybe I can get my money back, but I don't know shit about court. I'd have to spend so much money to just get a possible maybe paycheck, you know what I mean? Like no lawyer would be willing to touch it unless they're paid. That's how lawyers work. Have you ever seen the Devil's Advocate? There's no lawyer that's going to lawyer for you for free. They're always going to expect something in return, unless they're family. And even if they're our family, they're still probably going to be like, well, this is my life and this is my job, and if I help you, then I'm basically out of a job for 3 months trying to work your case. You know what I mean? Like, you really think there are lawyers out there that are going to see someone that's guilty, clearly guilty, and then decide, okay, this person's guilty, so I'm not going to work your case? I'm going to give you all your money, and just all what I did was for free, and I'm going to move out of my house that was worth thousands of dollars and millions of dollars, whatever, and work your case for free, and just, not because I know you're guilty. Really think there's a lawyer on earth that's going to do that? Come on now.
Game. If you want to participate, click on this video. The richest man on the internet, who has paid the bills of hundreds of thousands of people around the world, decided to open his own online casino where everyone wins.
That's the part you missed. Crazy, man. I'm making a video. Hold on. Sorry, I live in a house with other people, but it's just, it is crazy how that is allowed. That shouldn't be a thing, man. Like, it's really creeping me out, because I don't know if you guys seen the Trump videos, but there are videos of Trump literally speaking to people. There are videos of Joe Rogan speaking to people, and I know it's fake, because I've never seen an episode where he did that, or the topics he's talking about he would just never talk about, because he's Joe Rogan. Like, he has his own YouTube podcast, but he'd never sell out on his YouTube podcast and be like, all right, let's just go ahead and talk to the sponsor, and we're going to talk about this, that, and that. He would never do that. And if he did, he wouldn't do it and then post it on Facebook. Like, it wouldn't be a Facebook thing. If it was a Facebook thing, it would be separate from his podcast thing. He wouldn't mesh those together. But for some reason, it was Facebook advertising on Facebook, and then also him on his podcast talking about the Facebook advertisement, which is stupid. Like, you wouldn't do it that way. You just create a separate commercial on Facebook. You wouldn't, like, why would you do do it that way? It's unproductive. It's dumb. But it's just I don't know, man. The rest of this video is just me ranting, but to me, I'm starting to look around, and I'm just working up a little bit of anxiety, and not from World War III or like coronavirus, or even like the votes being rigged, or even like government and corruption. Not even that. I'm working up anxiety from like looking at people, regular, normal, everyday people, whether it be my brother, my sister, anyone, my son, my girlfriend, looking at them and wondering just how aware they are, just how conscious they are, just what they're thinking, what they believe in, who they're going to become. And just everybody on the street, people I pass by, the people when I'm on the crosswalk and I see them in their cars, I'm wondering, what are they thinking? What's in their head? Like, when they walk down the street and they see all these cameras watching them, when they go to their jobs and they're told to do all these things, and they're said that this is against the law, and that you have to do this, that you have to behave this way, you have to, trespass these people, or you have to kick these people out, or you have to, like, there's literally, like, just an example of why I worry about this so much. Literally, you go to certain jobs and they say you have to throw away this food, and you'll be throwing tons of food every night, and they'll say you throw it away, and they'll be like, okay, well, some people come by and they have kids, whatever, they're hungry, they want some food, we're throwing this food away, why can't I give it to them? And they say, it's not your food to give away. They have to buy that food. If they don't want to buy it, then they're out of luck. But they don't buy it, it goes in the trash. So it's not your food either because you don't want it. But that's not how they want you to think. They want you to say, okay, it's about profits, about the company, but you see none of those profits. None, not even one. This is what I'm talking about. I'm not saying we should be selfish and be like, well, as long as I'm getting the money, then I fuck them. It's about not being selfish, it's about overcoming it and saying, fuck what this company wants. There's a hungry person on the street. I don't care if you want me to throw it away. I'm going to give it to them, because why would I throw something in the trash, me being a Christian or believing whatever it is you believe in, rather than giving it to a hungry person who's dying in the streets, who has no home and a lot less than you. And here you are throwing away fully good pizza. That's my point. The world's just become very, very cold and shallow, and people have turned doing your job into doing the absolute minimum for society in every way possible. I mean, we've sold out. We've sold out completely. And commercials like this, the reason they think they can get away with it and have no pushback is because the amount of pushback that we've given them in the first place. None. Absolutely none. You know, and me having a kid, it woke me up to that realization. And even before I had my kid, it was kind of obvious that if there's someone hungry, I should be allowed to give them food. But now it's like, no, you can't give them food because you don't own that food. And it's like, even when you throw away that food, they still can't technically dig in the trash and get that food, and you're supposed to call the cops. You know what I mean? It gets very intense. And you know, a lot of people would be like, well, we just gave away all the food. People would just not buy it. They'd wait for it to, you know, spoil, and then they'd eat it after. Fuck no, they wouldn't. You really think if someone had $500, $300 in their pocket or whatever, you really think they're gonna wait for food to go in the trash, wait for food to be dirty and nasty before actually deciding, hey, like I could just save a few bucks if I just waited for it to get thrown away first? Why would any person with money in their pocket think that? Like, why would you really think people want that if they have the money to actually spend money on food? No, especially people that are conscious, knowing that the business would go out of business if we don't actually pay for the food. Come on. People are nice enough to give the food away in the first place. You really think people are going to be a dick enough to take advantage of that to the point where the company closes down? No, of course not. And a lot of you are probably like, well, yeah, of course, people are assholes. But that's part of the programming I'm talking about. Everyone has been just sort of like, I don't know, pre-programmed to think that everyone else is a piece of shit, or that they're eventually going to become a piece of shit. If you yourself are a piece of shit, that doesn't mean everybody else is. Don't project that on other people. You have guilt, whatever it is. You have reasons to believe that, fine. I believe that myself. But that doesn't mean I'm going to actively feed into that every way I can. No, I'm actively going to fight that every way I can. And I actively do. That way I can raise my son to be better than me. And I still make mistakes. I mean, to be honest, I don't know if I currently am anymore, an abusive boyfriend. And yeah, I did hit my girlfriend. It's very sad, and it's not something I should just tell people out loud, but I did do that, and I do have to take responsibility for that, and I am trying to make up for that every day of my life. And I'm trying to raise my son to be better than that. But you know what? Saying it out loud, saying I'm no better than you people, and trying to be better than who I was, is a lot better than pretending I'm not who I was then and trying to pretend that I am something better now when I haven't even faced to who I was then. You can't change until you admit that you haven't changed, or at least admit that you were who you want to change from, or that you are who you want to change from. You know what I mean? Take responsibility for the choices you made. In this COVID era, a lot of things have changed. And a lot of things should be obvious now. I mean, if you've seen the football game that everybody's seen, apparently, you should know that was staged, obviously. You should just research into it. Videos of referees purposely running into people, purposely reviewing footage, or saying footage isn't reviewable, or there's videos of people. Like, I'll post the links down in the description. If you don't believe me, there's videos of literally the football field. There's supposed to be a second down, and instead it was first down twice. There's a video of that. live. The dude, like, it's not animated, it was live. He was, you know what I mean? It's up to you. If you want to believe it, you can believe it. But the point is, this isn't conspiracy anymore. The world is changing, and well, it's not changing, but it's showing you what it already is, you know. And it's now up to you people, me too, to change and stop it. That's all we really can do. And I mean, the worst way to do it is by pointing the finger and say, you gotta do it. That's that's the worst way to do it. I gotta do it. We all have to do it. You know, and me coming on social media and trying to convince you to do it sounds a little selfish, if I'm being honest, and I just kind of sound like an asshole, but there's really no better way, because we've substituted actual connection with connection through this screen. You can't even see me. You can't even say hi to me. You can't even understand me. You don't even know who I am. You don't even know if anything I just said is true or not. And that's how we're living right now. At least in person, you can feel someone when they speak to you. At least in person, you can read their body language and you can tell whether or not they're lying, especially if you're really spiritually in tune. Or at least you can make the choice to believe whether or not they're lying. On a camera, there's really not much to go on. Everything can be faked. It can be rehearsed. It can be recorded over and over again. I can have some fake voice. This couldn't even be my real voice. It could be animated. I mean, there's a million different things we can do right here. So, I guess the point of this video is the phones, the TVs, the news, the media, everything that is not three-dimensional right in front of you, physical, is really, really, really evil right now. That includes this video, yes. That includes what I'm telling you, yes, technically to some extent. It's really, really evil because almost all of it is pointing you in a specific direction. Have you seen Disney lately? Doesn't it seem a little different from what it was back in the day? And a lot of people are like, well, yeah, because we're different area, different culture, different blah, 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 blah. We got to evolve with the culture. Yeah, but I mean, there was never a time when evolving with the culture meant turning Donald Duck into Daffy Duck. Because, you know, Daffy Duck's black and Donald Duck's white. They may say have the same voice, kind of, but that doesn't mean they're the same character, right? Right, exactly. One messes with Bugs Bunny, the other one messes with, I don't know, Donald Duck, I guess. So they have different backgrounds. They're two different characters. Completely. Now we live in a society where it's like, we could turn Daffy Duck into Donald Duck, and that would be okay, right? Culturally, right? No, of course not. That's what Disney does, and that's why Disney's failing. All I'm trying to say is just be aware. Like, I don't want to keep going in circles on this video, because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like spiritual soul a little bit. Just trying to spread some truth. But, you know, the truth isn't really mine to give away. And the truth isn't for anyone to tell you. It's yours. It belongs to you. It always have. Just like freedom belongs to you. It's yours. Yours to give away. It's yours to manipulate. It's yours to do whatever you want with. I can try to manipulate you, but at the end of the day, it's really you manipulating yourself. You're the one who still has to choose to believe or disbelieve whatever I'm telling you, or go into denial, or do that weird psychosis thing where people, you know, split their personalities. It's like, it's always your choice. It's always you doing it. So at the end of the day, I can tell you whatever I want. And you can watch the videos that I'm going to link down in the description to show you, you know, just why people think Joe Biden is a pedophile, and why they think that, and why, you know, it's not just, oh, conspiracy theory, but why? Because you got to understand that people don't just see a video online and say, yeah, he's a pedophile. I mean, like, they have reasons. Or why people think that the NFL is rigged, and basketball, and all of them. If you really want to know why and understand the world, you know, you're going to have to put in a little effort. I'm going to link those videos in the description. I still have hope for everyone that's watching this video. If you're watching this video, I have hope for you. I hope that will change some shit. That, you know, this video right here, stuff like this.
In one of his videos, he showed us his...
You know, we'll go away, and that we can make it disappear. Because believe it or not, there are people fighting back. And let me just show you the app real quick, what I'm talking about. This is the app. This app right here. Luxury, blah, 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 blah. I'm actually gonna go to it right
This is-
now on Google Play. If you want to watch those videos, it'll be a link in the description. And I'm gonna go to this app real quick after that long answer. This is the app apparently made by the guy. So what I like to do is, these are all bot accounts, obviously. The 5 stars, blah 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 blah. Thanks for the review. Cool. Want money? Yep. Hell yeah. Awesome. Now let's see if I can. Usually it lets you. Well, that's weird. Oh, that's really weird. What's it called? Luxury Bonanza. Okay. Okay, so for some reason, it's not. So yeah, this is like a complete hack. It makes it seem like it's coming from Google Play. But watch, when I like it, this isn't. These are all fake. I'm trying to click on it right now, as you can see. I hope so. It's fake. I can't even thumb it up. Just says install, which obviously probably gonna install a virus on your phone. Let's go to Google Play real quick and see if it's even on the App Store, because it's clearly trying to imitate Google Play. No, it's with an L. Luxury Bonanza. Look, it's not even on Google Play. Look at that. It's not even on Google fucking Play, bro. I couldn't make this up. I could not make this up. That's why I say this shit is evil. That's why I say you gotta be aware, you gotta be conscious, because we're living in a time where they want people to get ripped off. They want people to get fucked over. They want people to have viruses on their phone, because why would Facebook promote this? I mean, we're exposing the shit right now, right in front of you. Why would Facebook promote this? Like, look, it's not even on the Google Play Store. And it makes me think that I'm downloading it from the Google Play Store. When I clicked into it, it didn't even, I was scrolling, it didn't even show that right there. That's this top part right here. That's how you know it's, you know, a website, you know, you're on Chrome. It didn't even show that. Watch, let me show you again. So go to install. Look. Look at this. It's not even showing it. So it's making me think that it's on Google Play. So most people probably would just install it, not even thinking about it. Unconscious. Bot. You installed this. Bot. You got hacked on this. I would say install it immediately. So definitely a virus. Bot. You for installing it. You're not thinking. That's what I mean by bot. I don't mean you're like a literal robot. I just mean like you're unconscious. You're an unconscious being who's just floating through life, who has no idea what's going on. Like, if you installed this, I'm sorry, it applies to you, because it's clearly fake. I mean, look at this. You can't even click on the thumbs up. Like, you can't click on any. You can't even click on the read more. Doesn't even show anything. Shows nothing. You're not reading anymore. Look at this. It's clearly a fake app. Clearly. And it's sad that it was allowed. It's sad that it was even allowed on Facebook. It's sad that they legally allow that. That should have been banned. That should have never even. They should have there's algorithms in place to fact check people when they talk about COVID. Every single time they make a post about COVID, right? Every time, even if it's true, they still fact check them. They still have some weird COVID shit, right? Except when there's people posting illegal websites that will put a virus in your phone and hack all your money out of your bank account. For some reason, there's no fact checker or blockers that'll stop that. That'll just go right through. Facebook advertisement at its finest, just right through, straight to, all to the eyes of everybody.
With the touchdown pass,
do it, but I can't.
What happened?
Sad. And I have a lot of Super Bowl stuff on my feed, as you notice. That's because, like I said, I like to research stuff. Or maybe I didn't say that, but it should be obvious. And I've seen the videos. I'm gonna link them to you, y'all. Hopefully, there's people watching this, but just watch it. It's just fake. I can't stress enough, man. Social media is getting toxic. The world is. I don't even want to say like the world, because that sounds a little weird. It's just we're being led in a weird direction, and the only way to not get led in that direction is to fight back. You watching this. Doesn't matter who you are. You need to fight back. You don't want your kids to be led by some weird pedophile. You gotta fight back. It's that simple. You don't want the Disney, talking about gay and talking about this and that and the rainbow flags and like even if you're okay, let's say you're not political, you don't care about any of that shit. Doesn't matter. You don't care if people are gay in this. I don't care if people are gay, honestly. It's the trans that I really care about. So let me say trans instead of gay. But I don't care if people are trans. But you being a parent, I'm guessing, you don't care if people are trans. You don't care if there's trans people around you, around your kids, just as long as they're not interacting, you know what I mean, like confusing your kids about who they are, you're probably fine with it. But let's say now your teachers are trans, and now your teachers are teaching your kids transgender ideology. Now you have a problem with that, right? Because you're Christian, you're whatever, you're this or that. Fine, you have a problem with it. And even if you don't have a problem with it, you shouldn't have a problem with freedom because you live in America. So you should be like, people should have the choice to educate their kids how they want. If they don't want their kids learning about gender studies because they have religious whatever beliefs, then they shouldn't be doing that. Then they shouldn't be educating their kid. There is no that. But I just said, you can't opt out. You can't opt out of the gender studies. Like they force it in certain states. You can't. It's part of the curriculum. It's like failing math. You know what I mean? You're not gonna pass high school until you pass math. You at least need a D. So it's pretty intense. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this video because.
Let me ask you this, man.
Anyways, later, y'all.